Hello dear traders, Petar.jacimovic here. I found the time to post the update on the gold since I see the good opportunity on the gold, and I wanted to share this with you. Also to tell you that the website is on the way, and programmers are doing the job and so on. So we'll let you know once the website is finished, once we establish the company and so on, so you will be informed about that project, and I'm sure that you will enjoy, and I will call you once everything is ready. Anyway, back here on the gold, what I found here is a very interesting opportunity, because I want to share this with you and to explain you technically speaking. So this is only technically speaking is that how you can combine the profile and understanding of the value and progressing the value in the price section distribution process to help you to find the better opportunities in the market. But again, this is only speaking technically and statistically. The second part of the job, which you need to understand, is the fundamental aspect, and if we speak about a short midterm trading. And this is a part of my mentorship program again, where I teach you the different techniques and how we use the profile like advantage, and how we combine the profile with the other aspects of trading and understanding the market to actually have a technical picture and to understand the good timing and when is the good timing and when is not good timing to build positions, and then we combine together that with our base analysis, speaking of the fundamental analysis and so on, which is a very also hard work. And my advice is absolutely to finish the program, and I teach you absolutely how to do the calculations, how you follow the economic factors, how you establish the charts in Excel and so on and so on, so it's a very, very big subject and so on. Anyway, speaking of technical analysis, right now here there is a good opportunity technically speaking. So what happening here is this is market profile chart, and this and this value together with this, these three profiles are merge profiles, and they basically represent a one week auction process or market profile. So this is for last week, whole last week the price was trading into this and made a point of control around 1286, which is very similar to the point of control of the 2 weeks ago, which was similar, like 1287. This was 1286. Now we have a double 2 weeks point of control, and quite good point of control, very strong POC. And what this represents, basically what's happening is that smart money trapped, and smart money trapping a dumb money, because again, dumb money is needed to exist, basically, because these big boys can liquidate their positions, and these big boys can manipulate with them and earn on them as well. Because they are uninformed, the weak traders are uninformed, and they go as they will see the price is going higher, they will see, oh my god, this is a strong bullish, and they cannot recognize any sign of weakness. They don't understand what's the value, what's the point of control, all of statistical stuffs. So they've just put a lot of indicators on the chart, watch when moving average cross, one moving average cross other moving average, and they watch the price. Oh my god, it's going higher, everything is bullish, so we must be bullish, we will all buy, and stuff, blah blah, stuff like that. But in reality, it's totally opposite. The professional trader is professional because he's doing the fundamental work together with techniques to recognize what is the healthy trend. Is there any potential topping action? Is there any weakness in the upside? To watch for a selling opportunity. There is a strength on when the market is falling, to actually buy. Okay, so the weakness, when it appears on the up days, on the up bars, and it's representing and I will explain you very this is some very basics what you will actually learn in mentorship program, and you will actually, with only basics, you will be actually amazed. And I will not even speak about the in-depth mentoring on this field. So basically what happened is that we have a classic, this is my own creation. Basically this is a 2-week naked point of control, and it was untested. What happened is that crowd went to buy here when we opened it this week from the 1292. Basically they started to buy all the way up to this was a price high around 1326. Okay, so this was a, they massively wanted to buy, but what happened is this is what you watch now. These are daily profiles, and this is the current daily profile. As I said, these are merged profiles, and this represent the weekly profile as well. This is a weekly profile as well, and this is the weekly profile. What I found basically, because when the price bottomed, I don't expect that this will be actual bottom on any short-term perspective. There is a lot of things here, the price to actually do and potentially retest into the short to mid-term perspective. Value was shifted lower, and the low of this value is lower than the previous values. The point of control was shifting lower. It was also it's unsecured or naked point of control. There is also a lot of anomalies in this one, and so on, which I also teach you how to recognize and what they represent in depth. So there is a lot of anomalies, and value is actually shifting lower. What happened is that price did a natural reaction higher for a few weeks. To actually, price needed to find this cover this position, but I don't expect that they actually lost their bearish stance. I mean the smart money. It's on some general picture, but most recently, what I'm expecting is basically the price to go till end of this week and try to retest this naked point of controls from the previous 2 weeks. You see the value here, basically. Point of control is 1286, 1287 from previous 2 weeks, and they are naked, by the way, so untouched, untested. Now, we know that there is a strong point of control, and that the price will tend to retest at least that. And then, if there is a more sellers coming in, and if the herd and if the uninformed traders, they see, oh my god, is selling, they can also push this for lower prices at that point. Anyway, the point here is that you need to recognize when it's good timing actually to try to build positions. I'm speaking about technically again. I will not go in depth fundamental, but seeking a technical knowledge. So we know that value and point of control from last 2 weeks sitting at 1286, 1287. Now the price, when this week started, price opened higher and traded higher. Price was higher. Even the value wasn't followed at that point. The next day, yesterday, basically, the price went even higher and the value shifted higher. Anyway, we watch the whole picture. We don't watch a single day. Single day don't represent anything. You must watch that like the background and have the sense of what's going on. Even the value went higher. The point of control was unclear for this day. There is a lot of anomalies in this upward day, and even there is no single prints to confirm actually there is a real strength behind this bullishness. Which means if there is no real strength behind the bullishness and the prices go with anomalies, something is very strange, and the potential topping may occur if we see also the price action confirm that. Carrying the information that basically there is a strong point of POCs from last 2 weeks on 1287, 1286. We got a sense this may be a temporal or short-term topping, basically, and the price may go to revisit basically the point of control. Now, carrying that information, we go and see what's happening in the pure price action. Okay, so I will go first and show you the 4-hour time frame on the regular chart. What we got there, interesting here. We know that weakness, when it appears on the up bars. Okay, in sense of the prices, the smart money is the smart because they don't go like the price is going upward, we must buy, the price is going lower, we must sell. It's totally opposite. Okay, so basically you see that gold basically started to bottom after the strong climatic action, and the price basically closed off the low, and then it was an immediately reaction from buyers. They was so afraid, you know, and the public was so afraid what's going on, they started to buy massively. Okay, anyway, what we found here in these highs near 1324 and 1325 is basically that this 4-hour time frame show that, look at this, basically the bar closing below the middle of this range, and as well this below the middle, and as well this below the middle. So these are a sign of the weakness. If we see the volume and tick volume, and even if you got futures market, you will see there is also a high volume activity as well, but the price didn't confirm that, and the reaction is this supply which you see right now. So what's going on here? The weakness appeared, absolute weakness appeared near the highs. Even if you go and do the count here, there is also sequence trading in this upward move, and they extended, the buyers extended clearly, and the results is basically the supply which came in after this weakness appeared. Now this is I don't think this will stop. I think that potentially low can be a task for retesting. So 1276, basically this wasn't retested low, and what can happen in the next period till end of the week, the price may go to revisit 1276. Now don't forget that we saw on the profile that basically we have a 1287, 1286, a huge point of controls from the last 2 weeks. So we can also mark that on the chart 1286, 1287. So somewhere there. So there is a strong point of control. That is what we expect, and if the price got power, we can even go to retest 1276. Now, when we saw the price action, that weakness appeared, gapped. If you notice the gap here, we also fill the gap, and this right now acting like resistance. And you see that supply strongly entered the market. If the price, you know, after the price try to go again higher, there is no way, because sellers are right now in control. Okay, and if you gather these two things, you get a quite good picture of what's actually going on. We know statistically based, since we use a profile and we use distribution process and auction process to understand what is the standard, where is the value of the days, weeks or months, and where is the point of control, the most traded price, and so on. We got statistical approach, and as I said, market profile is not indicator. Market profile is a way of collecting the price, not on the standard way like a regular chart. But a regular chart can also have advantages. You know, if you combine these two properly, you can find a very good opportunities on the market if you know how to combine them. And this is what I teach in the mentorship program, and this is only one part of my mentorship program where I teach you the technical aspect. Okay, which is also a good, you need a good understanding of the work, and every situation is a different. There is no unique single situation. There is a similar situation, but you need to, you know, turn on your brain, focus on the market, and try to find if there is anything good building and any good opportunity, technically speaking. If that in the fundamental analysis confirms that, that is the where you establish your positions in your portfolio. Okay, so we saw the profile. Basically, I explained this situation. Every situation is different, and you need to understand, and you need to, you know, use the knowledge. And for the knowledge, as I said, I've worked for many years profile and market analysis, market profile on the forex. I may be the first person publicly who is doing this on the forex. You heard on market profile probably on the futures chart, on the futures market, on the stock market, but on the forex, you know, I implemented this very successfully in the forex and combined this with the regular chart patterns, with a regular sense of analysis and understanding. Okay. What happening? We can also have a third, which is more like intraday, where you can see basically you can also use the volume analysis together, and that you also understand that there is a also big weakness in the background on the 30 minutes time frame. You see the weakness here appear, followed the retest on the no demand, the supply came in, and later on we went lower, we actually absorb this demand and sellers are in control, again retesting this gap zone, which is acting like resistance. There is no demand, enough trust. This is basically the analysis I post for my company, for Insta Forex, when I did today forecast. So now you combine understanding of the price and statistics and distribution process and auction process. Market is basically nothing more than one auction, bidding ask, you know. What is the trend from the profile point of view? The upward trend is nothing more than accepting the higher values week by week, day by day, month by month, and then you have a healthy upward trend. The downward trend is nothing more than accepting the lower values. As the price is going lower, accepting the lower values by the public and by participants. It's a one auction. Okay, so if we got at 2 weeks and they're accepting the point of control, what is going right now is basically, in my sense, okay, this is my observation, that price, that uninformed trader, they saw that there is a bullish trend, they want to extend this, you know, and they think this can go much higher, but a smart money trapped them, found a weakness, found a good area to sell to them, to their buying, and that's what's happening. So the smart money selling to their buying. That's what's happening. The smart money selling to the public buying for the uninformed trades, uninformed buyers. So you must have someone to buy to sell into that buying. You must have the public to sell to buy from their selling, you know, and that's the point of the smart money. Now, technically speaking, there is a lot of things and a lot of work in speak of the profile. Profile is like very beauty way of collecting the price to understand the value and statistic approach, okay, because of the distribution process. We have a different types of days, single, double distributions, we have anomalies, we have many things here we can watch inside of the profile and of the finished auction. Okay, all of these stuffs I teach you what they represent and how we use them, all of the things you see here, okay, and why they are very important. Now today, speaking of today profile, we see that value is clearly shifting lower, so they don't accept the price and higher price. So the smart money don't accept higher prices, and the value relative to the previous day is moving lower, which is another sign of weakness. Okay, and then you combine with a regular chart and understanding, you combine even with intraday, and you can have a very good arsenal, speaking of, and very good and deep understanding of the technical position of any symbol. Basically, in this example, this is a goal I found, but I also found on the euro dollar and the pound dollar and so on, and I posted that into the Insta Forex for forecasting. Okay, so you have a lot of symbols, you know, and the point is to see where the opportunity actually lies, and then to find where is the good opportunity, see is the good timing to build anything. Then you need to understand a fundamental aspect, money management. You need to have in the place and understand the risk side and your stop loss, and all of that is a part of the money management, which is also one of the huge lessons I teach you in the mentorship program, and how you use the leverage in your favor, how you position yourself, what time horizon is the best statistically to trade and to position yourself, and so on and so on. And I teach you how to build basically your portfolio, and how to basically have the same approach like the hedge, for example, trader in the trading desk in the hedge fund. Okay, absolutely the same. You need a lot of work to do. It's a not easy task for everyone. If you think this is, you only have a few moving averages, oscillators, and then you know where the price will go and stuff, that's a totally basic view, and that's a view of uninformed traders. Informed traders, if you really want to be in this business, you need to build your portfolio. you need to understand time horizons you trade, you need to have the good fundamental picture and good base of that, and follow the economic data and understand them, and many more. You need to understand to learn about the volatility, you know, and how to actually we define the stop loss orders, not by placing on the price section, using the volatility factors and statistical approach for building our targets and the stop loss orders, and triggering using the profile and as I showed you here, the regular charts, you know, together. And then you have a actually, and be disciplined in that and wait for a good opportunity to appear, not rush setups. All of this basically is one approach of the real trader and the one professional trader in any hedge fund. Basically, that's the way you must treat every position on your portfolio. So this is not a game. This is the serious business, you know, the largest business in the world, and you must approach very seriously this and very in depth. So my advice is don't let anyone to scam you or telling you stuffs and selling you the different stuffs and systems and so on. The reality is that you need a knowledge to actually do the fundamental work as well, to do the statistic approach using the Excel, and you will have a lot of Excel sheets, you know, and I will teach you how to calculate, you know, the volatility and so on, and understand in depth the symbol you trade, and basically how you arrange your portfolio, what's the time horizon you should trade, how you position yourself, what's a good timing, you know, following the different factors, you know, and then you go, and then finally, once you realize the fundamental factor, then you go and try to find a good timing and try to use that fundamental together with good timing on the technical aspect. And this is you know, I teach you market profile in depth from the basic to advanced, together with regular chart, regular patterns, and sequence also trading, you know, cycle trading. All of this you can use together with profile, with understanding for a better timing of entry. Once you got a good fundament, you can base trade on. That will be all for this. I hope you enjoyed. And again, my website is under construction, and it will be probably ready in the next month or two. This will be you know, we'll have also a company and so on, you know, and basically we will we'll teach you, you know, you will have options to, you know, subscribe, you know, for a monthly on a monthly basis, to subscribe on a daily analysis, and subscribe on you know, on the potential trading ideas, you know, every day. You know, we do that. We will also have, like we have now the mentorship program, 2 weeks mentorship program, where I teach you absolutely in-depth fundamental aspect, give you the Excel sheets, the PowerPoint presentations, you know, and you know, I teach you about the profile, about the money management rules, you know, how you leverage, and so on and so on. So there is a it's a big world, you know, and it takes hard work. As I said, it's not easy, but once you learn, I can guarantee you will be addicted to that, and you know, and you will understand the market from the fundamental perspective to the technical perspective, advanced analysis, not watching the moving averages, crosses and stuffs like that, and fancy indicators, watching what's the reality, what's the, as you see, the market profile, what's the statistics, where the value is, comparing that with the regular charts to get a feeling of actually and understanding what's actually, it's, if there is any good technical opportunity together with fundamental. So I'm calling you to join my program. You can contact me on the Skype. My username will be in the description of the video. That's my Skype username. You can contact me, add me, and for more information about the price of that mentorship program and all you can ask me privately on the Skype, and I will be happy to answer you and happy to start a cooperation for the website. It will be probably ready in about a month and a half or something like that, but that project is on the way. And once it's finished, I will absolutely let you know. And that will be all for this video. I hope you enjoyed Feel free to subscribe my YouTube channel, leave a comment if you like. Also join my Forex Factory thread on the and you can post also there questions and so on. And I wish you good trading, trade safe, and bye bye.